Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Whiteside, licensed clinical social worker with Charitable and Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we really appreciate it. And you know, it's the holiday season. It's always very important for us to enjoy the holidays, but sometimes we need to be careful about some of the problems that may come up. We always turn to law enforcement, the people that can help us with that. We welcome in Captain Brendan Mathern, Foods Parish Sheriff's Office. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us, Keith. Always a pleasure.
We appreciate it. I know people are looking forward to a really good time this holiday season, but there's some things we need to be aware of and just kind of be on guard some. Let's talk about some of those tips for the holiday season.
Oh, for sure. We can start with anyone who's out shopping this holiday season over the next few weeks. There's plenty of things to look out for. First of all, anytime you're out shopping with friends or family, you have the opportunity to be distracted, whether it's a conversation, watching your kids, or even if you're out by yourself, you could be distracted with your cell phone. It's important to note that with these distractions, however mild they may seem, that's what con artists and scammers and flat out thieves are going to use to try to take advantage of you. So anytime that you have those distractions, it's best to limit them as often as possible. Try to stay off your phone when you're walking to and from a store. Try to avoid going through your purse or your wallet while you're walking to and from a store. While you're at the checkout line, maybe be sure to get your keys ready, whatever you need to do to get in your car. Also, when you're making purchases at a store, especially some of those higher end items, you want to make sure that when you return to your car, that you're putting them in a place that can't be seen from the window. The last thing you want to do is advertise the items that you have inside your car for people to steal. Given a parking lot, you have plenty of vehicles, and thieves are going to look for easy targets. They're going to look for high-priced items that they can steal. So they're not just going to break into every car. They're going to look for the best targets. So if you again, prevent yourself from being a target by making sure you hide away those big items, or do like I do and bring a blanket to throw over those items to make sure that no one sees what you have. That's the best. And of course, anytime that you leave a store, go to your car, don't just, even if the next store is within walking distance, make sure you move positions where you're parking, not just for your convenience, but to throw any potential thieves off so that they know how long you're going to be in that store.
That's really good ideas. All the recommendations is if there's something else you're thinking about or you're talking with someone about what they want or what they need you to get, talk about that before you leave the vehicle. Stay in the safety of your locked vehicle until you can go in and be more safe. Walking out, if you're going to do that, hold your keys in your hand. Make sure you have them out already, like you mentioned, before you leave the checkout counter. But have your keys in your hand. Very often you can deter people with those keys.
And look, in years past, we've often talked about anytime you could avoid shopping with cash is great. I know that in recent years, people have made a bigger deal about cash and shopping with cash, but there's plenty of stores that either prefer you to use credit or don't take credit at all. If you're shopping regardless of any of that, it's always best to use a card, because anything that you have on you can be stolen. Likewise, there's a lot of misconceptions about, for example, iPhones and Android phones and how they have their credit cards attached, and people feel concerned about that. You realize that your phone is actually a safer place for your card in many ways other than your wallet. Your wallet can be stolen and those cards can be used right away. Whereas if someone steals your phone, they can't use your credit cards without, some type of passcode or some type of authorization. So oftentimes, with my license and my credit cards on my phone, I often don't bring my wallet a lot of places just because your cards and IDs and everything are much safer inside your phone where they're protected by a passcode, whereas your wallet is not. So it's important to understand those things and not give in to rumors and misinformation. But again, protect yourself by limiting the amount of cash, the amount of cards that you carry. Even if you're going to carry cards in your wallet, make sure it's only the ones that you're going to use, not extra cards or especially your debit card that would link directly to your bank account. Yeah, and if you're going to leave that purse in the car, just cover it. Bring that blanket, cover it as well. My wife does it all the time. She always covers her purse when left in the car. It's a wonderful idea. Let's talk a little about some of these scams maybe that people need to be aware of at this holiday time. Well, anytime you have holiday season, people become generous, right? And so scam artists are going to be looking for those people to take advantage of. And so around this time of year, you may be receiving calls from individuals. Heck, even the sheriff's office, while we're not calling people, we've put out a call if anyone wants to donate bicycles to our Christmas bike giveaway. So likewise, many organizations know that this is a time of year that people like to be generous and people do donate money and other things. So scam artists will take advantage of that and pretend to be other things when they call you. They may even pretend to be someone local or a local fire district or even a local sheriff's association or something like that, trying to get money out of you. The key here is that anytime you have a call, just like any other scam call, you want to be sure that you're not giving money or giving private information on a phone call as it's coming in. You always want to be able to have a way to contact them back if you're very interested. And look, any legitimate organization is going to give you the option to call back, to allow you to research them, to make sure they're legitimate, and not ask for things like gift cards or for you to wire money to them.
And the other things as well, Facebook and Marketplace, those kinds of things, just got to be very careful about people maybe luring you into a difficult situation. Just be very smart about that as we close.
Oh, no question. And look, anytime, especially this time of year, all throughout the year, people are trying to take advantage of others, especially when it comes to the sale of pets. They'll ask for a down payment or some type of deposit anytime that you're trying to buy a pet. And people really take advantage of pet lovers with that. So, but anything that you buy online, just remember that you're dealing with someone that you may not be able to trust. So you want to have the ability to be able to protect yourself in all of those potential transactions.
Captain, we appreciate it so very much. Very happy holidays to you. We hope everybody stays nice and safe.
Thank you, Keith. You as well.
Appreciate it. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment. Don't go anywhere. A lot more Bayou time when we continue.